minute early. All right, guys. It is time for our first break of the... Well, no, it's not our first break of the day, because Stoop was doing it. Whatever. We got a case of Bowman Hobby 12-box 30-spot random team break number 3. Let's show you guys who is in this one. This is supposed to be with Aiden last night, but Aiden couldn't make it in last night, so we're doing it today instead. So if you bought in expecting Aiden, you're getting John and me instead. So I'm sorry. Let's show you guys who's here. This is Alex T, Brian F, Eric A with 2, Evan O, J O, Jason B, Jason H each with 1, Jason J with 4, Jerry G, Joe M each with 2, Joseph P with 1, Judd F with 2, Justin L with 2. It's a lot of J names. Mark L, Miguel M, Morgan D, Seth M, Steve S each with 1, Thaddeus K, and William B each with 2. Let's do the randoms. Nine times. Nine times. Orioles on the bottom, kind of where they've been all year. And that's on top. Eight times. Eight times. Jason J, Jason J. Ted S, sorry. Yeah, I thought I actually had that wrong, but we just ran with it. My bad. I'll change that. All right. We're going to do an IMAX. Joe M with the Braves, Jason J with the Orioles, Justin L with the Red Sox, Seth M with the Cubs, Mark L with the White Sox, Alex T with the Reds, Ted S with the Guardians, Judd F with the Rockies, Eric A with the Tigers, Joseph P with the Astros, Steve S with the Royals, Jason B with the Angels, Miguel M with the Dodgers, Jerry G with the Marlins, Brian F with the Brewers, Justin L with the Twins, Jason J with the Mets, Judd F with the Yankees, Jerry G with the A's, J O with the Phillies, Eric A with the Pirates, Evan O with the Padres, William B with the Giants, Joe M with the Mariners, Jason J with the Cardinals, Jason H with the Rays, Ted S with the Rangers, William B with the Jays, and Jason J has the Nats. I'm just going to change Ted here. It wouldn't have really mattered because like we would have just checked the actual orders and seen that that was just a mistake, but yeah, we'll fix it now. Okay, now it never happened, except for the video proof of it happening. Right.
Yeah, what happened?
Exactly. There was no Ted K in Bossing Set. Someone got that, right?
Yeah, Avatar reference.
Okay, thank you. All right. All right. Thank you for calling it out, though. I always want to fix mistakes like that. Okay. John, have you seen Bowman yet?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Like a lot, or
Like a decent amount.
a decent amount of Bowman? Oh, okay.
I've sorted a lot of it.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. The Order of the Wi-Fi Lotus is fantastic shooter. It's so good. All right, John's gonna help me open packs, and we're gonna do the old super break here for the sake of time.
Did you say Order of the Wi-Fi Lotus?
Yeah, Shooter said he named his Wi-Fi Order of the Wi-Fi Lotus, which is outstanding.
That's great.
Excellent.
That is a great name. I got it. Yeah, that's great. Do you have a fun router or Wi-Fi name?
No. Spectrum 7B setup.
Oh, yay.
Is that fun?
That's not right.
Depending on how you look, anything can be fun if you look at it the right
That's
way.
true.
For a while,
It's all at
there
the
was
mindset.
A trauma network of wrath.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. I like that. I like that a lot.
Now I think it's one of the lame Spectrum whatever the heck.
Yeah. Maybe he'll change ours to like Wonder Warp Wi-Fi or something. Sokka's Boomerang Emporium, that's really good.
That's good. One of the fun ones I've seen where somebody had theirs as FBI surveillance fan #1.
I enjoy those. Those are funny.
That's great.
Those ones are fun.
Those are funny. I want to do like Blue Eyes Wi-Fi Dragon or something.
Who has a Wi-Fi dragon?
That's it. All right.
I wanna go home and rename
Is that all the packs?
Yep.
What's that?
I want to go home and rename my router now.
I respect that. Okay. All right, let's see what we can do here. Jared Sundstrom, JJ Weatherholt. Nice one off the rip there. Jason J with the Cardinals. JJ Weatherholt paper. Are you in on Gary Gilhill? Charlie Condon insert.
I'm in on Gary Gilhill.
Sammy Stafura.
Honestly, I have no clue who that is. It's a cool name.
Yeah, it's a cool name. That's why I asked.
I always like the name Hill. King of the Hill is my favorite show of all time. I'm excited for, well, excited and a little nervous for the revival coming up.
Edgeline Perez on the checker. Spencer Schwellenbach got rocked his last start. There is Engel Urania as our first auto here for the Yankees. That is Judd F. There you go. Got Lucky 7 Sluggers. Witt Jr.'s Lucky 7 Sluggers. Luis Angel Acuna on the Rookie of the Year favorites. He probably won't win it. That's my guess. Honestly, the NL class this year is really weak, which is crazy because it was so strong last year. Like Merrill, Churio, and
No, I know, it was
Skeens
crazy
were all
last
like
year.
very viable candidates, and now it's just like shrug. Juan Soto hates the Mets. Stop, JOH. I'm not doing this. Thomas White, Will Simpson for the A's to 125. I'm not doing this.
I feel like I'm in the minority of Yankees fans. Like, I don't hate Juan Soto. Like,
He was always just a hired, like, I mean, not
yeah,
always,
I kind
but,
of
like,
accepted that he was kind of just a hired gun.
Oh,
There we go.
This-
Red Rook Ben Rice.
Red Shield Ben. Is
Woo!
he eligible? I don't know. I don't know if Ben Rice is eligible. Because he played a little last year, right? Let me see. Oh, I think he's not. I think it's 150 at bats and he had 152. I think he lost his rookie eligibility last year.
By
Still a
two
nice hit,
at
though.
bats is
Yeah,
wild.
I know. Still a nice hit, though. We'll take that.
Let's go. That's all I like to see. Best player in the product right there.
Sure. If you need that, then sure.
I'll tell myself whatever I need to sleep at night.
Hagen Smith to 399. Hagen Smith. I have proof that Juan Soto hits the Mets. I don't have it in me. Tyler Locklear to 399 for the Mariners. And Johnny Level to 350 for the Giants. Might do some Casper running today. All right, we don't have a ton of room in queue, but we will definitely make room for people. I'll put you in now. I'll put you in. I'm gonna leave queue closed as up. We'll reassess as the day goes on, but I'll put shooter in and then queue is closed. We'll have to see. Ronald Acuna hates the Mets. Probably. I mean, honestly, like, no. After a game, something that softened my Braves rivalry, like Braves hatred, a tiny bit, is that after the doubleheader for games 161 and 162 last year, they celebrated on the field together.
Okay.
Like, they because they both clinched
Yeah.
and they celebrated together. Acuna would probably rather play for the Mets. Yeah, Acuna did call out his own manager on Twitter, which is kind of crazy. But watching them celebrate together, it's like, okay, how am I?
Okay, like, they don't hate each other that much.
How am I as a fan supposed to like actually really hate them here? Like when clearly the teams don't. And part of it, I think, is the Acuna brothers, of course.
Yeah.
Like that's part of it. But yeah, I don't know. Watching them celebrate together, it's just like, all right, like. I think both teams got some flack for that, and I was just like, who cares? Like, they both just made the playoffs. Like, they're not playing each other.
I
next
feel like
round.
a lot. I mean, there are some rivalries that clearly the teams hate each other. I feel like most sports rivalries are just between the fans.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, there's a difference
some,
between
but
on the
it's
field.
also kind of more of, sometimes it's more of just a competitive rivalry versus a true hatred.
Yeah. And I think that's what Mets Braves kind of is, because like in that game, like Nimmo hits that home run and he like does the tongue out to Michael Harris because that's like Michael Harris's thing. Like,
Yep.
you know, there's some jabs back and forth, and the individual players might not like each other, but like I don't know, like I kind of knew Lindor and Acuna were friends. Plus, again, like literally Ronald Acuna's brother is on the Mets, like, you know. Sasaki's strikeout showroom. See when he figures it out. I'm just going through it right now. I think the thing with him, like a lot of Japanese players come over and are really good right away.
Yeah, well, I think
Mechanical.
he's just had so much pressure on him
Bruce.
because he was expected, you know, to be like a lot of those Japanese players that come over and just good right away.
Well, my biggest thing with him too is that he's so much younger than most of the Japanese guys that come
a lot
over.
of those guys are what, like 26, 27 by the
Sometimes
time
even
they come
older.
over
Like
here.
sometimes we're like already third. Like Kodai Senga's 33.
Yeah.
This is his third season. It's got to be tough. Oh no, is Josh still here? Oh no. David Ortiz Jr. to $2.99 for Texas.
Oh, this card stinks.
No, it's great. What do you mean? He would stand up and applaud. That's what he was doing for a while.
Oh, I know.
Yancel Luis.
No, I'm giving my reaction to the
I
card
see.
in his
I
voice.
see. There's Esmith Pineda, 50 of 50 on the gold auto for the Reds. Alex T. There we go. Esmith Pineda, the greatest adopted American or something.
When he pulled the David Ortiz
Jesus
out of his
Monday.
yesterday, I didn't think he was gonna make it.
Yeah. Kobe Mayo. First one he's pulled. Charlie Condon paper. All right. How about a numbered Mike Trout to $4.99? Get
go.
well soon, Mike. Angels are like a game under 500 now. Played their way back into kind of the mix. A lot of the AL is like in a log jam right now. They have a good lineup. If they can pitch at all, and then like they get Trout back at all, like they could be a dangerous team. Winston Santos to 150 on the blue. Winston Santos, but they're also the Angels, so
Probably won't.
probably won't, but could. Not impossible. Kadeem Dia on the mini diamonds. James Wood on the red shield.
There we go. Rochester Red Wings legend.
There we go, Jason J. Do you know Blue Jays infielder Ernie Clement is from Rochester?
Really?
Yes.
No, I didn't know that.
I was watching the Jays the other day, and they were talking about him on the broadcast because he was like decked out in Leafs gear.
That's cool.
For Game 7. And they're like, well, he's a Sabres fan, but with them not in it, you know, he's adopted.
I'm
the Leafs,
surprised I didn't know that because there aren't too many athletes that come out of Rochester, so I usually know
Yeah.
of them.
Yep, Ernie Clement. Just Nixon Garcia. Do you know his nickname?
No.
Password. Really good nickname.
That's amazing.
It's a really good nickname.
That's so good.
Yep.
I'm in.
All right, box 3.
That's almost as good as Big Christmas.
Big Christmas is a very good nickname. I think Just Nixon Garcia's other nickname is Scrabble.
Scrabble and the those are two amazing nicknames.
Yep.
Wow.
All right, box 3. Box 3. Jesus Made. JJ Weatherholt paper.
Yo, that's Steve's guy.
JJ Weatherholt, that's right. PJ Morlando on the checker. Chase Mobley is our auto here for Cleveland. Chase Mobley. Ted S, there you go. Chase Mobley is your auto there. My rocker. There is big Christmas to 150.
There he is.
For Ted S. John Kensie Noel to 150. And we have a Fernando Cruz to 150 on the blue. That is for Seth M. Fernando Cruz to 150. Jonah Tong on the mini diamond. Probably the biggest riser in the Mets farm system. He's like kind of the guy to look out for right now. From Canada. D'Angelo Ortiz. Brooks Lee on the red shield. Roki. James Wood. Max Clark. Hyung-Chun on the bronze. Weatherholt and the greatness loading. Dylan Cruz. All right, rounding out box 3. There is PJ Morlando to 199 for the Marlins. Jerry G. PJ Morlando. We'll close out box 3. I forgot to ask John, do you consider yourself a hooligan?
You know, I would consider myself a hooligan.
Hooligan. That's the cheering section in San Francisco. That's what they're calling themselves. The hooligans.
That's amazing.
Josh hates it.
That doesn't surprise me.
No.
I mean, nothing is as good as the judges' chambers.
Sure. Incognito, what's up? Incognito, I put all of your hit parade over on Nerd Out. They're gonna be live in a little bit. You'll probably get in sooner with them over on Nerd Out. I haven't looked at their schedule, but I put your case in a few boxes over on Nerd Out, assuming that you might want to get in sooner there. Not that I don't want to do them, but it kind of lines up better. And an orange hiding in there. Sweet. Yeah, no worries. Just wanted to let you know. All right, box 4. Thank you. Hope you have a really good weekend. We'll maybe pop back over. Yeah, you want John to bless the boxes? We can have him do that.
I got you.
Once once they're live and you're over there, we'll have John go do that.
I'm ordained now.
You are ordained. That's true. That's correct. That's correct. Whoa. Goodbye, cards. There is Josue Briseño as our next auto for Detroit. Eric A. There you go. That's right. Sky taught John everything he knows.
I was trained by the best.
Charles McAdoo. Christian Moore, that is to 299 for the Angels. Christian Moore, Jason B. Roki and the Rookie of the Year favorites. James Wood, Thomas White.
Might be a bit of a stretch.
For
At
what?
least as of now. Rookie of the Year favorites.
For James Wood?
For Roki.
Oh, for Roki. Yeah. Roki, probably not.
James Wood, I would say so.
He's been great.
Yeah, he's been great.
I'm going to sweat that. I don't even know what it is, but I want to sweat it. Malcolm Moore to 75 for Texas on the yellow. Malcolm Moore, yellow checker. That's Ted S.
I always have to support former Red Wings.
It's true. Angel Thurania on the mini diamonds.
No, I
James
think
Wood.
that you would appreciate this. You know who's going to be doing his signing
Thomas
at a Red
Segasi.
Wings game
Hit me.
soon? Patrick Warburton.
That is awesome. When does that?
I think it's in June.
Oh, man, I need to go to that.
Yeah.
That
Well,
rules.
because it's Seinfeld night.
That's fantastic that they got Patrick Warburton to do that. I love Patrick
But they'll
Warburton.
they have Seinfeld night. They have an Office night also.
There's-
Like they got the actor that plays Kevin to come one year. They got the actor that plays Stanley to come one year.
That's sick. That's really cool. The raffle from yesterday was done at the end of yesterday's stream. Dylan won the raffle. Dylan won the raffle. Smart Rocker.
Yeah, the Red Wings promotional team is on top of it. They get
Dowell
some good
Joseph to
promotional
350.
rights.
Dowell Joseph. I need to go to that. I need Patrick Warburton to sign my copy of Hoodwinked.
That's actually so funny because my friend that actually works for the Red Wings, he does camera work for them. He also has a copy of Hoodwinked that he got signed by Patrick Warburton.
I need my copy of Hoodwinked signed by Patrick Warburton. That would become my prized possession. Yeah.
That is so funny.
Yep.
You're now the second person that I've met.
Oh, baby, there we go.
There we go.
Judd F, congrats.
Bang.
How about a Charlie Condon to 25? We will take that. Rochester Red Wing shooter, Rochester Red Wings, not Detroit.
Rochester.
Charlie Condon to 25 on the orange. That is awesome. Nice hit for Judd. That is sick. Really, really, really good stuff there. Yeah, AAA baseball team, Rochester Red Wings. I need to look up when he. I
Think that it's in like mid-June, if I remember correctly.
okay. June is a disaster of a month for me, so but I need that.
You'll get there by any means possible.
Yeah. My friends give me a lot of crap for how much I love the movie Hoodwinked.
It's one of those kind of like it's so bad it's good movies.
Don't call it bad. Let's not. I don't think it's bad. The animation's terrible.
Oh, yeah, the animation stinks.
The cast and script are very good.
I also probably need to watch it again because I think I was about 6 years old when
Yeah,
I
okay. You
watched
should
it.
give it another shot.
They made a second one, didn't they?
Yeah, don't watch that one.
That one stinks.
That one stinks. Yeah, the second one stinks. They recast Red Riding Hood
Oh, I hate when movies recast.
because Anne Hathaway decided she didn't want to do it.
Oh, that makes sense.
And so they got Hayden Panettiere instead, which is also funny that like both of those people signed up to do that movie. Yeah, the second one's not good. Well, there's our auto.
Good one, Anthony.
Red Sox, Justin L. There you go. Justin L.
Nice sweat there.
Thanks. Kevin Castillo on the checker. Santiago Suarez on the bronze. That honestly was hilarious. Couldn't have worked better.
That was great.
Rookie. Weatherholtz fair weather cards. There's Jonah Tong on the bronze.
Is it picture time?
There's the Almador. Sammy Stafura to 250 on the purple. Sammy Stafura for the Reds is Alex T. Paulino Santana on the mini diamonds. Hyesung Kim on the red shield for the Dodgers. Hyesung Kim. Dodgers is Miguel. Charlie Condon, another nice one. Made Paper. Tank Sky Jesus Made.
I'm in on the red rookies. I think it's a really cool concept.
I like it too. I wish they had done it like so that not like my only problem is they put a lot of guys who are not qualified for the promotion on the red
like
shield.
Ben Rice.
Right, exactly. And there's a lot of those. I want to Paul Skeens to 399.
Go.
Eric A with the Pirates. We'll take that. There's Sammy Hernandez to 199 for the Cardinals to close out box number 5. All right. Box number 6. So put us at the halfway point of the break.
Whoa, we're halfway there.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Well, Sky, those promotions only are eligible if the player wins Rookie of the Year. That's my understanding of it anyway. So it's if the red shield you have wins Rookie of the Year, you can sell it back. But then if that same player ends up as MVP or Hall of Fame or whatever, then you can hold it for more money. But that only works if they win Rookie of the Year. I know, it's a ghost town. All right, box 6. The actual Fnatic post doesn't. The next mile, yeah. The only thing is, like, because they are rarer, like, a James Wood Red Shield rookie will probably be still, like, a little more expensive because they are a little rarer. So, like, that's the only, like... I mean, it'll probably... It's still a cool promotion, I don't know. That dampens it, like, a tiny bit for me. I still think it's cool. It's a good concept. And this is the first time implementing it, so there was going to be, like, you know, some... It wasn't just going to be perfect right away. Nothing ever is. Nate Nankiel is our auto. To 250 on the purple. Nate Nankiel. There we go. Yes. The True Fanatics post even has denotes the player who's ineligible. Yeah, right, yeah. Jack own it at 150 on the blue. That's pretty nice.
There we
KC,
go.
Steve S. Steve S. Dylan Cruz, Rook. Johnny Level on the mini diamond. River Ryan on the red shield for the Dodgers. River Ryan is our red shield.
River Ryan feels like a generated player in the show.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. I was about to say, or like the singer of a like early 2000s like punk band,
Yeah.
but then I realized I was just thinking of Rivers Cuomo. Wait, when can we pawn to 175 on the pink? Caden Kendall.
And speaking of Rivers Cuomo, I still always think it's the greatest thing ever how he was featured on the B.O.B. song Magic.
That song's so good. The song is
And
so
so
good.
as I had, I was like 10 when that song came out.
Yep.
I had no clue who Weezer was.
That song's still very much on my playlist.
First
to this day.
introductions to artists like that are always funny to me.
What-
Like, my first introduction to Kendrick Lamar was YOLO by the Lonely
Oh yeah,
Island.
yeah. Saturday Night Live. I remember that. My first experience with twerp was NSP. Because I saw the video for the hit, and I was like on the NSP channel, and then like turns out a music video for a different band is the reason that.
I know, like,
They're
it's
my
funny
favorite
how,
band.
like, randomly you'll just find some artists sometimes.
It's the Nate Nankeel box to 75. Nate Nankeel on the yellow here again for the A's. Jerry G. There we
Twerk
go.
still tour?
Yes, they actually have a tour coming up this fall.
Are they coming around?
Toronto and Columbus, sometime in October.
They would be very fun to see.
They're a very good show. I've seen them twice. The first time they were excellent. The second time they were here, and it was one of those like concerts where I think they had to be out because of like the noise ordinances or whatever.
Oh, okay, so they cut off early.
Yeah, so they ended at like 11,
That stinks.
and they ended up doing like a lot of like mashups of some of their songs. So we're just good the second time, but I don't think that's their fault.
Yeah.
They can get worse with their
That's
instruments. It was just, yeah, it's just a little different. Funny story at that show though was it was another like bar setting, so there was no seats,
Yeah.
so you're just like walking around. And my Haley and I walk up. I think Haley, me, and my friend John are all there, and we walk up. And we're just like, hey, can you see from here? And it's a mask on show as well, so it's 2021, so everyone's
Okay.
wearing masks. And the person in front of us turns around and goes, yeah, I think they should be out in a little bit. And then we look at each other and go, oh, hey, it's my friend Chris. I didn't know. Like, he was,
That's hilarious.
like he answered our question and then was like, oh, hey.
Hi, what's up?
No, you were going to be here. All right, nice. All right, box 7. Cruising right along here. Thank you, everyone, for buying into this one. In a minute, when we're done opening this box, can you find Stoop?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. All right, guys, box number 7. My day, Dylan Cruz. There is Victor Rodriguez is our auto here for the Dodgers to 299. Victor Rodriguez to 299 is our auto. Victor Rodriguez for the Dodgers. So JOH brought it up earlier, like the whole like Juan Soto thing that's going on right
Yeah.
now. And it is just gotten to the point of ludicrous.
A lot of it is just stupid.
Well, no,
It's
because
just, I feel like a lot of it's just creating narratives for the sake of having narratives.
so I was just went Briseño to 499 for the Tigers. Just Dixon Garcia on the bronze. Every one of his at bats from Wednesday games was just posted to Reddit. It was just like Juan Soto strikes out looking on 3 pitches, and then the next at bat was like Juan Soto strikes out again. It's like, do we need to post every at bat he's taking now?
I know, it's so dumb.
A Mets fan did like the tongue-in-cheek thing of like Juan Soto hits a sacrifice fly in the 7th inning. It's just like, we don't need to see every at bat this guy takes. We get it. He's kind of struggling. Ismael Javier to 199.
It's also May.
And he's also 30% better than the league average hitter while struggling. So, yeah. Caden Kendall on the mini diamond. It's just getting so annoying. I'm not blaming you for bringing it up. Someone was bound to. But yeah, it's been a lot. Adiel Amador. Thomas White. Obviously, the Subway series like doesn't help that, and he didn't have the best. Didn't really have a good series, and yeah, just like the first time in his career, he's like genuinely struggled. Too.
Yeah,
like.
Well, I mean, probably part of it is a bit of a mental thing, where it's like, oh, like he changed teams.
How about Luis Angel Acuna? That is awesome.
There we go.
Speaking of my Mets, there they are. Jason J. That is sick.
Let's go.
That is awesome. Nice hit, Jason. That is sweet.
We spoke that into existence
yeah, we
by
really
talking
did.
about the Mets.
We really
There
did.
we go.
Luis Angel Acuna. That is awesome. Really, really nice hit there. I don't think I've seen one of these yet.
I haven't either.
Can someone in chat give me the pack odds on that? Paulino Santana to 350 to
That
close out
is
box number
sick.
7. That's really cool.
Wow.
All right.
No, but I'm right with you in saying that the Juan Soto stuff is just dumb.
We don't need, we just
Especially, like, I feel like from the perspective of a Yankees fan, I feel like the way that a lot of Yankees fans have been handling it really annoys me, because you're just playing into the narrative that people have about Yankees fans.
Well, it's also just
By,
like,
flipping him off in the stands.
no,
and
I don't
all
have any.
that
I don't.
stuff.
I literally actually have no problem with any of that. That's fine, because where I have a problem with this is the media, just making every single little thing into a narrative.
Yeah.
And like,
Well, it's like the Josh Allen overrated stuff.
sure, right.
Like, it's kind of similar to that.
It is probably a majority Yankee fan. I don't have any problem with them booing him. That's fine. You sign up for that. Like,
Yeah.
them turning their back on him is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have any problem with anything like that. Oh, can you go get Stu?
Yes.
Be here in a second.
There's a difference between harassing players and just like, I don't know. I don't have any problem with the player getting booed.
No, I agree, and it was bound to happen.
I booed Jack Eichel when he came back here.
Yeah.
I can't really judge.
Yeah, no,
like,
I did as well.
Yeah, like I. There's a difference between booze and harassing.
I guess
like,
for me, it's just playing more into the narratives like, oh, Yankees fans are the worst. Like,
yeah. All right. I don't know. It's just like Yankees fans can't handle one player leaving one time. Like, I don't know. Did you get Moon's order? Oh, was it for Nerd Out?
Well, there is Nerd Out stuff.
Oh, okay.
We can bring it over here.
Okay. I just want to know if it was there. Aaron Estrada is our auto for the Orioles. Jason J. He's not.
it's not your day.
Dylan Cruz. I know. Okay.
Okay.
I don't hate that. There are a lot of Star Wars people here.
Here's the one.
Thank you.
What's a Star Wars hot take? Let's give me nerd out. What's your
Star Wars hot.
Oh, I can trash Andor.
Two?
That'd be good for clicks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Yeah.
A lot of people say Andor is like the best Star Wars.
James Wood?
Absolutely
You don't think it is?
No.
What do you think it is?
Show?
I guess just Mandalorian. Skeleton Crew might have been my favorite. Condon on the first Chrome.
You could say that Andor stinks, and then if you really want to get the people going, say that
Acolyte was better.
Acolyte
Colt
was better.
Emerson to 299. No, that's not a believable take.
My favorite show is Obi-Wan. Because I like young Leia.
Oh, it's so boring.
I just like...
The last 3 episodes are so good.
Uh-huh.
The last 3 episodes of Obi-Wan are so good.
Okay.
I
For Lodo,
That's the same argument you can have for Andor.
I understand it is. But that Obi-Wan has lightsaber fights. And Darth Vader. Andor doesn't have that. Leon Petre and the Many Diamonds.
so did Ahsoka.
What are all-
Ahsoka had Christian Slayer.
I'll say
Dragons?
that Rise of Skywalker is the best Star Wars movie. That'll really
God.
get people riled up.
Please don't.
You should say Kylo Ren's the best villain.
He's my second favorite Star Wars character. I love
No,
Kylo Ren.
but what I've always said is that
Kobe Mayo on the Red Shield.
people blow out of proportion how bad the sequels are. They're really not that bad. I feel like people were trashing the prequels when they came out. Now
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
loves
yeah.
them.
Don't talk to my boyfriend. He hates the sequels.
Like I
Louder.
feel like people just wanted to hate them, so they hate them.
Roki.
But I mean, like they're not amazing, but like, I don't think they're as horrible as people say they are.
I think Force Awakens is genuinely good.
Yeah, Force Awakens is genuinely good. I also think that
Blue, there is Fabian Lopez for the Marlins
while
on the
Last
blue to
Jedi
150.
has its issues,
Jersey.
it's a decent movie. It has some moments of actually being good.
I completely agree with you. I'll go to bat for half of Last Jedi.
Yeah, I agree. I will go to bat for half of Last Jedi as well.
The Rey Kylo scenes. The casino plot is unwatchable.
Yeah, that stinks.
And the Holdo maneuver is just the biggest,
No, I
dumb.
agree.
Yeah.
There's some parts of it that are very dumb.
Disconnect from the universe George Lucas made. That's for sure true.
Well, Chris hates the sequels, but he pretty much hates any movie top 10 at this point. Other than
Andor.
Andor and the Tales.
The Tale shows are fantastic.
Yeah, he just binged them.
Did he not like Skeleton Crew?
I don't think he's watched it yet.
Alright, just watch Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew is really good.
Him and his best friend were watching Andor season 2 yesterday together.
I think nothing with Jude Law in it can be bad. Is that that a terrible take?
I'd say that's a fair take.
I think he liked Rogue One and the Solo movie though.
Solo movie
Rogue
was
One
good.
is great.
The back half of Rogue One is great. The front half of Rogue One is a snooze
I
fest.
think I've seen Rogue One. I just haven't seen the Solo.
Solo's really good. You'd like Solo. Donald Glover's really good in that movie.
And then the only shows I've seen are Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, and Acolyte. I did sit through that.
I like some episodes of Acolyte. It's cool lightsaber fights.
That's what you said. This was like they had really good like
Yeah.
duels.
Yeah, they did. Some of the best duels in like all of Star Wars are in that show.
It
Never
was
in
just like
Spaces.
so many plots. And I was like, well,
I don't think there
I
was.
wouldn't pay attention to that like you would.
I don't think there are. I don't think there are really that many plot holes. I think that was something everyone said at first,
Yeah.
and like kind of was not true.
I don't know. I just sit here and enjoy.
All right. Box number 9, everyone. Thank you again, everyone, for providing the LG channel. I gotta rewatch the originals. I actually haven't in a while. Troy Condon, first paper.
I wanted to rewatch them, but I don't have Disney Plus
Oh.
anymore. Actually, so I didn't even watch the Eras movie.
How will you ever live?
Edgeline Perez for the Yankees is our next auto. Judd F again. Another Yankee hit there. I rewatched Phantom Menace Attack of the Clones on May the 4th weekend, and the effects in that movie do not hold up that well.
Yeah,
It's kind of crazy.
my take has always been that Attack of the Clones is the worst Star Wars movie.
That's just not correct. Attack of the Clones is fine. Too much hate. Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones get too much hate.
Well, I agree. Phantom Menace. Phantom Menace has some of my favorite moments in Star Wars. Like Duel of the Fates is awesome.
Pod race.
And the pod race.
Honestly, the whole invasion of Theed Palace is really cool. Attack of the Clones has some great moments too, though. It just gets lost in the Anakin Padme.
Yeah, just the Anakin Padme, it stinks.
But once they get to Tatooine, it's fine. It's only the time they're on Naboo that's bad.
Natalie Portman just said she wants to come back to Star Wars.
She's great in that movie. That's her best Star Wars moment, is the end of Attack of the
If
Clones.
they can find a way
Will
to
Simpson.
come back, she will come back.
Thomas White. Well, everyone wants the paycheck, too.
Attack of the Clones does have my guy, Dexter.
Obi-Wan! Tyler Locklear on the red shield for Seattle. Woods World of Wax. Dylan Cruz. Kobe Mayo. D'Angelo Ortiz Chrome. Theo Gillen to 150. That is for Tampa. Theo Gillen to 150. That is Jason H. And Kevin McGonigal for Detroit to 250. That's a really nice one.
There we go.
There we go. All right, 3 boxes to go, everyone. 3 boxes to go. Shooter, let me know when you have your invoice in. You're, I think, the only one I'm waiting on. At noon, we have a Cactus Jack 1 boxer. At 12:30, we have a case of NT Baseball. At 1 o'clock, we have an HP Relic. We have a case of Skybox Metal. I think we have 2 cases of Breakers Delight for LG, but LG hasn't popped in yet. Q is still closed for now. It could reopen later in the day. We will have to play that by ear. Aiden will be here Sunday and Monday. And I think the warehouse will be open Sunday. I told you the right way to watch Attack of the Clones, right?
Possibly. A refresher.
Yeah, so whenever Anakin and Padme are talking, just put it on fast forward times 1.5.
Fair.
And they talk at normal speed. And then the rest of the movie's good.
I might have to try that.
It works.
You know?
It works. Dylan Cruz, Esteban Gonzalez on the checker.
Maybe that will get me to change my opinion on the movie.
Esteban Mejia is our auto here for Texas. Esteban Mejia for Texas. Ted S again. And there is Wenhui Pan. That is 275 on the yellow. Wenhui Pan for Philly. J.O. There we go. Roki. Emilion Pitre. Louder. JJ Weatherholt paper. JJ Weatherholt chrome. There's Shane McClanahan at $2.99. Get well soon, Shane Yeah, I mean that line's not amazing, but the George Lucas script writing was never his strong suit. Jonathan Long to 125. That is for Seth M for the Cubs. Jonathan M to 125.
No, I agree. Like, I feel like people forget some of the like dialogue in like New Hope stinks.
It's genuinely bad.
I don't like this. I don't like the original three.
You know, I mean they're just.
Not even Empire.
Well, that one's okay. It's just so old and so hard to watch.
I kind of agree with you. I'm not gonna lie.
Even Empire.
Yeah, Empire just loses me in the middle. I feel like just nothing happens for a while. They're just like flying through space.
Like,
No,
the-
I
forever,
love
like-
Empire.
Attack the Clones
Thomas White.
Just had like good CGI. It's like nicer to watch. And I know it's just the time.
Tom Cruise.
Or watching.
I think the originals are paced very slowly, and they struggle to hold my attention. Jesus Monday in the paper. Carson Bench to 350. Carson Bench to 350. That's what Chris was saying that in the break from the other day. That you tried to speed him up one time.
Yes, I tried to speed everything up. All my TikToks.
I need your minister abilities.
Oh yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I got you.
I need you to bless these boxes.
All right, 2 boxes to go, guys. One Cactus Jack box. Yep. Yep. All right, guys, 2 boxes to go. Thank you again, everyone, for buying in. We'll get these cranked out here. Sorry about the break getting moved. I know it was supposed to be last night, but yeah, Aiden couldn't make it in, so we are doing it this morning. Gotten some cool stuff. That Luis Angel Bowman briefing is not something I've seen in any of the cases I've done before, so that's got to be a pretty nice hit.
That's why it's right over there on my workstation.
He's ordained, Sean.
I just gotta look at
That's
disappointment
what that
from
is.
Sean.
All right. Empire I have to watch. I actually have not watched Empire in a long time. I watched A New Hope a few years ago, and I actually liked A New Hope more than I remembered liking it. Like after I'd watched
Yeah.
it.
I feel like I kind of go up and down like every time I watch it.
But I gotta watch Empire again. It's been a while.
One of your favorites for them was right?
Yeah. Revenge of the Sith and Empire.
Revenge is the best one. So
I need to show Marcy Empires. We watched New Hope. That's the only one she's seen.
okay. Jonathan Long. So you're going release order.
Yes.
Okay.
See, I think that's the best way to watch him for the first time.
Jonaker Ugarte is our next auto here for Kansas City. Jonaker Ugarte for Steve S. I agree with that only because going from Revenge of the Sith to A New Hope would be
give you
so
whiplash,
jarring.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, and also, I feel like
Maracker.
I feel like the prequels are obviously made with the pretense that the audience knows how the story goes.
That's probably right. That's a good point.
So I feel like they
That's what-
would make less sense if you hadn't seen the original trilogy.
That's fair. There's Yancel Villarreal to 150 on the blue. Yancel Villarreal. Okay, Captain. I don't know what that means. I don't want to know.
I don't think we want to know, Captain.
First box was a case hit, John.
Patty.
Oh, Alvin Garcia.
First box was a case hit. Let's go.
Cap, you
The
got
blessing worked.
you got Isabella to laugh. Braden Montgomery.
Senior dance to ballerina cappuccino.
I don't think you would have done that.
Is that even English?
Adrian Del Castillo.
Italian brain rot, John. Come on.
Oh, Italian brain rot. Excuse me.
Yeah, come
My
on, John.
mom teaches 5-year-olds, and she said her
Jokers.
5-year-olds have been saying ballerina cappuccino.
That's
Oh, I'm sure it's something that my dad's students have been saying. He told me that when he's a elementary school teacher. When he's taking attendance, some kids instead of saying here will just say chicken jockey, and that just
okay.
hurts me to my core.
Good.
And because we were eating dinner, and my mom goes, "What's tongue tongue?"
Corey Seager to 125 on the blue paper. Corey
There we
Seager
go.
to 125.
And we were like,
And George Clausen to 75 on the yellow.
she was asking what tongue tongue was, and I was like, "It's Italian brain rot, just like ballerina cappuccino." And she was like, "Why do my students know this when they're 5?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know."
That's unfortunate.
I wish that I didn't hear that entire sentence.
Yeah. I actually honestly barely understood that entire sentence.
I think that's the point, Anthony.
I don't feel like I'm that much older than either of you. Like, until this conversation happens. And I'm like, what, a 9-year age gap between me and you, right? You're,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
I didn't even understand most of what was said there.
John, are you 20, turning 24?
I'm 23. Yeah, I'm turning 24 this year.
Yeah, so we're 2 years apart.
I also make a concerted effort to not know about things like that.
That's always been me.
Well, I'm turning 12.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, last box, guys. My biggest thing is I don't have...
Anthony just doom scrolls the Sabres subreddit
I
instead
do.
of TikTok.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Yeah. I'm no stranger to brain rot. It's just a different kind.
Yeah, that's me too. I just have a different genre of brain rot. I just watch like stupid music brain rot.
Like the LeBron band.
God. No. Isabella, if you want to get a TikTok ready for us.
Yeah, I have a 2
All right, perfect. Right after this box would be perfect timing.
You guys do the 2 bros and the Rebel.
Perfect. Right after this box would be perfect timing.
Wow, I have Seneca Niagara on my
Okay. Last box of the break, everyone. Not seen like a crystallized. I would like to see one of those.
Oh yeah, and I wonder what the pack odds were on that.
I'll look it up after.
On that
I'm
Cunha.
curious. The Bowman briefing. That was a really cool hit. I've not seen those in any of the
that
other
was
cases
sick.
we've done.
They remind me of the stained glasses out
Yep.
of Mosaic.
Yep. All right, guys, last box. Let's see what we can end with. We'll have one more auto coming our way. One more red shield. Let's see what we can do. Good luck, everyone. Thank you again,
Good
everyone,
luck,
for buying
everybody.
in. Hope everyone's enjoyed the break. Neil Morales, D'Angelo Ortiz on the chrome. And Nibel Mariano is our last auto here for the Reds. Nibel Mariano for the Reds is our last auto. Roki. Joe Sweeney. There is Anderson Brito to 199. Anderson Brito. Zabada, Dylan H won the box. DJ Weatherholt and Jesus Made. Cruz. Leone, Aiden Smith on the mini diamond. Yoferi Rodriguez. You remember I told you about Aiden Smith?
That he'd be the first major league player the name of Aiden,
Okay, good.
which is wild.
It's kind of crazy. Big Christmas is our last red shield here. Big Christmas. All right. Home stretch here, guys. Wood. There is a Roki Sasaki on the crystallized. There we go.
You called it.
I did.
You called it.
Miguel M. sneaking one in here at the last second with the Hiroki Sasaki crystallized.
There we go.
That is super nice. I really like these. Crystallized Hiroki Sasaki is our last big hit here. That is awesome. We will absolutely take that. And a PJ Morlando to 199 is our last numbered card there. There we go. Thank you so much, everyone, for buying in. We really appreciate it. Again, sorry about the break being moved from last night to this morning. Aiden, just couldn't make it in last night, so knocked it out this morning. Got some cool stuff. Really hope everyone enjoyed. Thanks a lot.